Yo, 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 yo. My mic wasn't even set up. I started the video. We're back with another video. Today, you know what it is. We watching that Merno versus the Multiverse, man. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, shit. How come I burping in front of in like the beginning of all my videos, bro? What the fuck? Anyway. But yeah, anyway. Yeah. Another fire videos by Unreal. I think we're watching 3 parts today. So let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. I don't even know what part we on. I mean, like 20 right now, some shit.
The Omni Kings, as to the surprise of the Omni 15. Kings with the Grand Priest stepping forward, the Grand Priest went on to bow to the Omni Kings by telling them, "My deepest apologies for interrupting you uninvited, great Omni Kings, but there is a very important matter that I must speak to you both about immediately. If I may have a bit of your time, I need to inform you both about a very serious situation that is currently unfolding within the multiverse, sires. Please hear my words as the Omni Kings ask, something's happening within the multiverse? I don't know, says the other Omni King. Is there? You may speak, Grand Priest. Thank you both. Sires, I humbly come before you for your approval to use my full power in battle. Hey, did you hear that? One of the Omni Kings asks. He wants to use his full power for something. I haven't seen your full power in a very long time, says the second Omni King. Why do you need to use it? With the Grand Priest responding, there is an angel that one of you may remember. The firstborn angel Merno, who was sentenced to death, has returned. He, would like to put on a show for you both to show you how powerful he's become. There is nobody strong enough to face him, so I therefore volunteer to put on a show for you. And with both of the Omni Kings then shown standing up, the present Omni King went on to respond, hey, wait a minute. I remember this angel's name. He was the tall one, the scary-looking angel who I erased. What's going on? As the future Omni King also chimed in, I think I also remember an angel that we exiled as well. What's going on? He's not making a mess of the multiverse, is he, says the present Omni King? That would make us very angry. He came back to put on a show for us, asks the future Omni King? Is he really that strong? As the present Omni King leaned in by responding, how did this angel come back? Did someone use the Super Dragon Balls? Where is he and why didn't I know about this sooner? I hope you're not lying to us, Grand Minister. I remember he had an evil heart, says the future Omni King, so we made him go bye-bye. Does he want to show us his full power too? This sounds very exciting, maybe even more exciting than the Tournament of Power that we held. This sounds so fun. If you lose to him, then I guess we'll have to erase you too, along with everything and start all over again.
Oh, damn.
That sounds fun, says the future Omni King, as even the Omni King's guards look very scared by what the Omni Kings have said, as the Omni King's guards went on to comment, oh no, did you hear that? They'll do it again. They'll destroy everything just like they did before and erase all of us within the process. That's name, the second Omni King guard says. I remember it. That was the fallen angel who was discovered to have pride and hatred within his heart. He's alive? As even the Grand Priest himself now also seems to be nervous by what the Omni Kings have just said, as the Grand Priest went on to respond, well, yes, sires. Nothing is wrong with the multiverse at the moment, but to make sure that nothing happens, it's best if I see to it to stop him before things get out of hand. All he wants is to fight the strongest in order to test himself, so therefore I humbly ask you both to consider me as that option so I may use my full power and entertain you both. I don't know, the Omni Kings respond. Using your full power could be very dangerous. You're really scary when you're mad, but are you sure that this will be fun? Let's bring him here to play with us right now. That sounds like a great idea, as the other Omni King chimes in, but first, you'll have to play a few games with us if you want us to let you fight him. If you can pop this bubble from the inside and guess what number we are thinking of, then we'll consider it. And with the bubble then shown formulating around the Grand Priest then went on to respond, sire, I wouldn't recommend bringing him here by any means. I will go to him and have you watch just like last time, but if I agree to these games, will I be given the approval to use my full power in battle? As the Omni Kings respond, oh wow, so you'll bring us to him? That sounds fun. What universe will you two be fighting in? Will it be more intense than the tournament fights? Yeah, I can't wait, says the other Omni King, but only if you complete our challenges, then we will approve your request. As the Grand Priest went on to smile by responding, I promise you that this will be much more exciting for you to watch than the tournament was. So please, if we may, I would like to hurry and complete these challenges of yours so I can put on the show for you. As all a while back on Kame's lookout, Merno went on to address everyone by telling them, I'm truly baffled that despite seeing your suffering among several universes being destroyed, the Grand Priest still refuses to show himself. Perhaps I will need to increase the carnage level in order to drag him out of hiding. Wouldn't you agree, little brother? That staff of yours won't save you. The weapons of the angels aren't easily spawned after they are destroyed. Healing these creatures will not go unchecked. And so you won't, with Whis responding, Warriors of the 7th, hold your ground and reposition yourselves by using your full power. The day is not over, and as long as we stand, we fight, Whis says, as Vegeta went on to address Broly by telling him, Broly, listen to me. Charging at him alone is suicide. We'll attack him together at once. Let's synchronize our movements and strike him head on. Now let's go! Use everything you have. As both Broly and Vegeta are then shown having to transform yet again, Merno doesn't seem to be impressed, but instead insults them as Merno went on to comment, you Saiyans are like starving little roaches. No matter how hard you try, squash one and another appears. You mortals make me sick. And what's worse is seeing how you are liked by both the gods and the angels. But Vegeta was not having it, as both him and Broly went on to charge directly at Merno as Vegeta went on to shout, enough of this! Now, Broly, follow my lead! Put everything you have into this attack! As the two of them are shown winding their hands back in what seemingly looks like they're about to punch Merno in the face, as even despite being outnumbered, Merno remains eerily calm without moving a muscle, as Merno went on to then ask, and what do you think the two of you hope to accomplish by striking me at the same time? Especially if you are this slow to even come close in touching me. Watch, Merno says, as right before you know it, the moment Vegeta and Broly attempted to punch Merno, Merno had gone on in speed blitzing right past the both of them by responding, you missed. But I won't, Merno says, as he then went on to glare at both of them. Before either of them could even process as to what had just happened, both Broly and Vegeta were then simultaneously attacked, as Merno went on to continue, you can harden your bodies through training as much as you want. It means absolutely nothing when compared to the amount of damage that I can do to it. Your brute animalistic tactics are outdated. And with the two then shown splitting away, with Vegeta reverting back down to his base form, he then went on to comment, he's using attacks that the clones memorized. I didn't even see him move. As with Vegeta looking up and noticing how Majin Buu seems to be flying away from the earth, that's when Vegeta went on to comment, hurry, Buu. Buu can't let everyone down, Majin Buu says, as he is shown flying towards the moon. He then continues, annoying bald guy better be alive. Buu has to follow the plan if Buu hopes to save the day and stop the angel. As you can already take a guess as to where Majin Buu is headed, because the fight started, the moon itself within a massive crater, lying inside of it is none other than Frieza, as Frieza finally had come to his own by having to wake up and responding, what happened? Where am I? My body, it feels like it's been shattered. I hate them. Curse all of them. Hey, you, Majin Buu says, wake up. Nap time is over. You will follow the plan now.
Still out.
Went on to open one of his eyes by asking, it's you. Wait, what are you talking about? Wait, you don't mean... No. But once again, it's not as though Frieza had a choice, because as soon as Majin Buu went on to try to absorb Frieza, that's when Frieza went on to shout, wait, no, damn it, no, I don't agree to this, damn you. As all a while back on Earth, beneath Kame's lookout in the forest, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is then shown crawling on his knees. Goku seems to be more damaged than anything else, as Goku comments, oh man, come on, Goku, get up, they need you up there. I can't believe this, Goku says. I feel like no matter how hard I try, I'm still not getting anywhere against this guy. This is crazy, Goku says. Oh man, I can't say I've been through this before because we've never experienced anything like this angel before. He's like a wall that's just too high to climb. Even by mastering Ultra Instinct and training with everyone, he's making all of this look so easy. I hope we can hold off just a bit longer, Goku says. He's hiding so much more of his power inside of him, And I know I'm not the only one who's felt it, but I can also feel him beginning to turn it up on us while we've been at 100% since the start. But out of nowhere, a shadow is then casted over Goku as this mysterious individual went on to tell him, please tell me of all of the times you never gave up that this isn't going to be the first, will it? As long as there are those who are going to stand across from Merno to oppose him, then there is still a chance for us to win. So what's it going to be, the individual asks? Are you in, or are you going to continue crawling around on the floor while this angel beats our friends into a bloody mess? Oh wow, Goku says, look at you! You guys did it! Your power is off the charts, so there's still hope. As all the while with Whis shown being attacked by his brother Merno, Merno then went on to continue, no matter how many times you try and cover up your blind spots, you will always fall short in matching my skill levels. You are the only thing holding this universe together, Merno says, because if it were not for you being here, then this universe would have been reduced to ashes, Merno says. And with Merno then shown punching Whis in the face, which caused Whis to go flying out in the distance, as quickly as it happened, Whis attempted to retaliate by trying to punch Merno and telling him, you will not. Oh, but I will, Merno says. Trust me, Whis. You'll know when I had my fill here. I know you were speaking to him. I'm curious. What did Father say? He wouldn't have happened to tell you when he'll be arriving now, did he? Maybe he won't be coming here, Merno says, as he proceeded to knee Whis in the gut. He then continues, perhaps he wants to meet in another universe, which would only mean that this one has no purpose anymore, does it? Like hell, I'll let you destroy my universe, Beerus says. You pathetic pawn, Merno responds, as he then went on to backhand Beerus across the face. He then continues, you gods envy us, the true apex of power. You could never match up to one of these ridiculous angels, let alone match me in any way. Now go die, Merno says, and with Beerus's body shown flying, out of nowhere Piccolo and Gohan went on to intervene, as Piccolo went on to tell Gohan, keep your eyes out, Gohan.
What the fuck Piccolo and Gohan been at,
and with Piccolo shown doing exactly that, he then went on to catch Beerus by telling him, I got you, Lord Beerus. I've had enough of this, Gohan says. He's mocking us and making us look like fools out here. He's got to have a weak spot, and I'm going to find out what it is. And as soon as Gohan tries to do exactly that, the moment Gohan is shown charging on in, Piccolo went on to shout, wait, Gohan, what are you doing? I won't let you hurt them anymore, Gohan shouts. Stop this right now. But before Gohan could do anything to stop Merno, out of nowhere Merno had gone on in growing out spikes from his back and impaling Gohan through the heart by telling him, hold your tongue and watch how you speak to me, mortal boy. You are only getting in my way. And with Merno then shown slowly turning his head behind him, he then went on to respond, I am filled with more surprises than you can imagine, mortal. Since my clones were able to infiltrate several alternate timelines, I thought I'd reveal a few new things before the fireworks begin.
Oh, not
what
the damn, what that nigga named Shinron move.
No, Piccolo shouts. Damn, that kid, Beerus utters. What did he think he was going to do all by himself? That rotten angel seems to have acquired knowledge on other moves, and with Gohan shown pulling away and holding on to his heart, Merno so condescendingly then went on to tell Gohan, one of those spikes has pierced your heart artery, didn't it? A lethal blow. How are you supposed to silence me when your power is barely noticeable to me? That's right. Grasp for any moment of air that you can. You were never on my radar anyway.
Oh, not my boy Gohan. Gohan, power up, nigga.
Gohan by sticking his arm out, he then went on to continue. This should be good for starters. You would have died alongside everybody else sooner or later anyway. Let this moment be the last thing you ever live to see. Now die, mortal slave. Trial by fire. And as soon as Merno is then shown firing off a gigantic blast down at Gohan, there was absolutely nothing that Gohan during that moment could have done, as Gohan went on to comment, I'm sorry, everyone. Gohan, no! Piccolo shouts, as it was then during that moment where Piccolo had gone on to rush in such a way in tackling Gohan out of the way of the blast by telling him,
God damn it, Gohan. How many times this nigga Piccolo gotta do this for you?
Sacrificing his own life to save Gohan's by getting in the way of Merno's blast, and with Gohan shown turning around, to his absolute horror, the last thing that Gohan had gone on to see was Piccolo dying, as Gohan responds, no, Piccolo! As even with Beerus shown quickly moving out of the way, Beerus went on to comment, curse this angel, he's lost his mind! With Gohan's body then shown hitting Kame's lookout below, that's when Merno went on to turn towards Whis by asking, oh, you're still here, are you? Well, still no Omni Kings and Grand Priest, I see. Then I'll have to start dropping each and every single one of you until one of you triggers him into stepping forward. Now, I wonder which one of you will be next. Until then, out of nowhere, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku had gone on in creating one of Merno's portals by punching Merno in the face by telling him, what have you done to Piccolo? You again, disgusting heathen. As with Merno attempting to punch Goku with Goku using instant transmission and moving out of the way, out of nowhere, another individual attempted to attack Merno by punching him, but as soon as Merno had gone on and grabbing onto their punch, he then went on to turn and noticing how there was a brand new fighter standing in front of him, as this fighter happened to be none other than the fusion of both Android 17 and Android 18, as Android 35 went on to comment, we won't let you have your way with this universe. What is this, Merno asks. Who are you, mortal? Ah, yes. Now I understand. You're the result of those androids fusing together, aren't you? What a disgusting method of approach, Merno says. It means nothing! As he had then gone on and blowing everyone back from his power-up, as Beerus went on to respond, he's starting to get careless out there, Whis. With Android 35 then asking, how long until you think this guy starts blowing things up around here then? You can almost feel it. We can't let that happen, Goku says, no matter what. We have to make sure we ground him long enough until something changes.
Android 35, that's crazy. That shit was fire, though.
Continues, Gohan. Piccolo. As even with Gohan shown lying on the floor bleeding out with a massive hole in his chest, Gohan then comments, Dad, I can't move. How dare you, Goku says. I swear it, one way or another, you will pay for every life you've harmed. You think it'll be worth it in the end, Goku asks? One way or another, we will find a way to destroy you. Even if we die in the process of doing it, you'll pay. I swear you will. You are but a peasant, Merno says. What do you know about conquering your enemy? You are just an animal with no true purpose or meaning. Try and slip past me to save the boy. I will drop you faster than you can blink and snatch your life away before you even knew what hit you. But even then, with Whis stepping forward, he then went on to respond, even if you destroy us here, there are no outcomes where you emerge victorious in all of this. Unless you are truly the pinnacle of power, even surpassing both the Grand Minister and the Omni Kings, you will fail. What are you talking about, Whis asks Beerus. Do you think he's truly stronger than everyone? Indeed, Whis says, it is very likely that he could be, but we aren't the only ones who stand ready to oppose him. Surely you don't mean... Now I see, Beerus says. But can we win? As Whis went on to look on over by responding, the only way to truly know is if we give our lives up to see it through in the end. There is still hope, Whis says. You little worms are beginning to get desperate now, aren't you? Are your plans not working as easily as you thought they would? Coming to this universe has been quite entertaining. My body is as warmed up as it could be, and so now that it is, I think it's time that we start collecting heads for trophies. But I'm trying to decide which one of you will be the next to join the Namekian in the grave. He's been using us as a warm-up, Goku asks? But now that he's fully ready to continue, what does that mean for the rest of us? As Beerus went on to respond by asking, what's this bastard hiding from us? No matter the cause, do not drop your guard against him, Saiyan. How about it, Merno asks? I'm getting very tired of looking at your face, Destroyer. So will it be you? Or how about you then, Goku? Shall I snuff the life out of you, or shall I snuff it away from the rest of your pathetic friends? But Whis was not willing to go down without putting up a fight, because that's when Whis went on to tell Merno, if you are truly looking for a challenge and a head for a trophy, then why don't you focus on me instead? And as soon as Whis is then shown charging directly at Merno, Merno went on to respond to his brother by telling him, that's because I still need you around, Whis. Since you are in direct contact contact with the Grand Minister, then I'll just keep you around as a lifeline in order for him to see the carnage that both he and those brats are ultimately responsible for. You're like a toy, Merno says. Back on the shelf you go until later. As right before Whis could get any closer, Merno ends up creating a portal in which causes Whis to go right through it, as Merno went on to then tell him, you may be a master of many things, but even you are not gifted enough to have learned this one. I'll let you out when I'm ready to kill you, as Vegeta responds, he vanished. It's that portal of his that he's used before. Damn it. Without Whis out here, our chances go down by a large percentage, as Merno went on to respond, now then, back to business. Ready to die, slaves? To where Mastered Ultra Instinct Beerus and full-powered Super Saiyan 3 Broly were the first having to be shown charging on in, to where as they did, Broly went on to shout, you will die, Angel! Grab him, Saiyan! And if you can't, stall him for as long as you can! To where as soon as Broly attempted to punch Merno, with Merno stopping Broly's punch, he then went on to tell Broly, I'm starting to think that there's no hope for you mortals here after all. Despite all that's happened here, the Grand Priest still refuses to show himself. Now, why is that? As with Beerus then attempting to kick Merno from behind, Merno went on to vanish by telling him, foolish creatures, he's gone. Again, Beerus says. Where did he go? I was here the entire time, Destroyer, as Merno out of nowhere ends up connecting a thunderous shot to Beerus' face that not only causes Beerus' body to go flying outwards, but Broly then went on to once again attack Merno by telling him, you die! But before Broly could do anything, Merno had gone on in punching a hole through Broly's chest by telling him, I've grown very sick of your persistent antics, mortal. You had this coming for a long time now. As with Broly visibly shocked and dying from the strike, Merno then went on to smile at Broly by telling him, I can assure you this, beast. This time, you will not be so lucky to come back. Your brazen defiance will be all but a memory, and as soon as Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku is also shown having to charge on in an act of desperation, Goku went on to address the newly fused android by telling him, hurry, Android 35, on me! As soon as you find an opening, take it! As with Goku shown attempting to strike Merno, with Merno dodging each and every single one of his strikes, Merno then went on to tell Goku, you have heart, I'll give you that. Shall I go ahead and rip it out and show it to you? As with Android 35 attempting to strike Merno from behind, Merno then went on to continue, and you, merged machines, how desperate could you possibly be than to rely on fusion as your last ace? Your fusion Super Android 17 low-key. With Merno shown effortlessly dodging, he casually then responded by elbowing Android 35 in the stomach by telling him, you are not worth my time. If you die in the process, then you die. I have my eyes on other warriors, and with Android 35 shown in pain, Merno had then continued in grabbing onto Goku's throat by telling him, you on the other hand, you are someone that I find much interest in. Come on now, Goku, call them. Call the Omni Kings here. Why are you so hesitant to bring them here? If you don't, then one by one, both you and your stupid little friends will be destroyed. Humanity's placing its faith into your hands. Will you let them die because of your arrogance? Until then, out of nowhere, there was a gigantic energy blast that made its way towards Merno, with Merno stopping it with one hand, in which, as he did, Merno went on to put this energy blast into question by responding, you annoying fools. This one is different. Which one of you did this come from? As indeed, this gigantic energy blast had come from none other than Golden Majin Buu, as Golden Buu was shown distracting Merno by launching the attack by having to then make his way in. As soon as he did, Golden Majin Buu went on to tackle Goku away from Merno's grip by shouting, I got him! What is this, Merno asks? Wait, of course. Another fusion. To where as soon as Golden Majin Buu had grabbed onto Goku, he then proceeded in firing directly at the blast that he had launched as a means of creating an explosion. That's when Golden Buu went on to shout, now, Android! He took the bait as Android 35 stepped forward in creating a barrier by telling them, get behind me and keep Goku close. Because as soon as the blast had then gone off in creating a massive explosion in the sky, Android 35's barrier was strong enough in sustaining Buu and Goku within the barrier barrier in keeping them protected, as this was essentially a counter plan to get Goku away from Merno and creating a massive explosion to catch Merno within it. The battle waged on Earth is without question getting even more intense, with Boo having to land on Kame's lookout with Goku as Goku went on to tell him, "Hey, you guys did it. Thank you, Boo. I owe you. Owe me by staying alive and killing this angel," Boo says, and with Goku shown making his way towards Gohan, Goku then went on to comment, "Oh no, hang on there, Gohan. He's bleeding out. I can sense his life energy fading fast. Please don't die.
Come on,
Dende,
Gohan.
where are you? I need you here now." As even with Android 35 shown checking up on Broly, he then went on to respond, "Hang in there, big guy. Oh, this isn't good. He's losing too much blood. I can try to heal him, but I don't think I'll be able to seal the wound." As even with Golden Majin Buu shown intensely having to stare up, he then went on to respond, "He's still alive." As indeed he was, because through the smoke, Merno then went on to comment, "I will admit, you mortals have certainly concocted quite the strategies to oppose me. It makes breaking your bodies that much more entertaining for me. But I'm growing tired of your silly games. Is this what your final ace card was going to be? More fusions? We angels could never. But since your little stuff,
I don't give a fuck about
I had an idea.
Yo,
my intentions are to
way of the
race
angel.
all of you, which I can do whenever I so please. But some of you are of value due to how you fall in favor with the gods. And since they won't come to your aid despite dying on this rock, then what value do you have afterwards?" With Goku shown shaking and responding, "This is absolutely crazy. He's not even scratched by that attack. His energy is starting to spike. I have to bring Whis back here quickly." And with Goku shown opening up a portal, he then went on to say to himself, "Come on, this has to be it. Come on, Whis." As indeed it worked, because through the other side, Whis went on to finally come back to Earth with Merno responding, "Insects. Are you starting to see that killing us here won't be as easy as you thought it would?" Whis asks. "I heard what you said. We can't call forth the Grand Minister or the Omni Kings without first waiting for the Grand Priest to gain the order to do so." As with Merno then shown having to stick his arm up in the air, he then went on to continue, "My patience is beginning to wear thin. Kicking you fools around this rock is starting to bore me, so I have an idea."
What's the idea?
"Let's say we play a little game," Merno adds.
Shit.
"Since you worms are so desperate to stop me, then let's see if you can stop this next attack from destroying this entire planet." "You what?" Goku asked. He's planning on blowing up the Earth? Like hell you are, Vegeta shouts, as if we will even let you. As with Vegeta shown attempting to attack Merno from behind,
Vegeta,
all of
you
a
gotta
sudden,
think smarter than
Vegeta's
that.
body had then stopped in its place, with Merno then having to tell him, "Vegeta, what more must you see in order for you to know that you're powerless to beat me?" Merno asks. As with one flick to Vegeta's face, Merno had gone on and sending Vegeta's body
like
flying
that, bro.
backwards by telling him, "Back down you go, insect. If you're as good as you think you are, then let's see how you will respond to this one." As with Vegeta's body then shown hitting the ground, Merno then continues, "I wonder how far you creatures are willing to go. Is it worth giving your own lives to protect the lives of others? Or is your quest in eradicating me worth much more than those who are helpless to fight back?" And with Merno then shown creating a gigantic energy ball up above him, he then went on to continue, "This next attack has enough power to massacre you all tens of times over. Try and stop it if you wish," with Beerus responding, "Whis. He's not bluffing." "And what then?" Whis asks. "What exactly do you think you'll gain by destroying this planet?" With Merno responding, "Everything, that's what, you coward. Let's start thinning the herd and see which one of you will be the last one standing in the end." And as soon as Merno had done exactly that by launching the gigantic energy ball down below, he then went on to continue, "Live or die, as once I was left to choose. The choice is yours." As we only then make our way back inside of the Omni King's palace, in seeing how both of the Omni Kings are testing the Grand Priest to see if in fact he can pass with flying colors, the Omni Kings proceeded to place a few set of cups on a table by telling the Grand Priest, "Before we grant you permission to put on a fight for us, we want to see how good your eyes are. Yeah, one of these cups possesses a very special ball inside of it, and if you can figure out which one of these cups has the ball, then you win. Can you guess which cup the ball is hiding under? You'll only have one chance to get this right, or you'll lose and the game is then over. Yeah, replies the second Omni King, and if you lose, then we can't grant you the permission that you need to put on a fight for us, so choose wisely. And with the Grand Priest shown not willing to waste a single second by hesitating, that's when the Grand Priest went on to leech on over by responding, well, sires, although I have been following your movements very carefully, I suspect that the ball that you have hidden from me would be in this cup right over here. And the Omni Kings lost their mind as the Omni King shouted, you did it! You figured it out! Yeah, you're really good at this, Grand Priest. But then, with the Grand Priest doing all that he could to gain the trust and access by the Omni Kings to give him the permission that he needs to fight Merno, all of a sudden the Grand Priest went on to sense a very unusual energy as the Grand Priest said to himself, that energy, it's him. My deepest apologies, sire, says the Grand Priest. I humbly ask how long these games are going to take because my presence is required in order to check on something. I am very eager to hold this battle for you against Merno. May we speed things up in order for that to happen? As all a while back on Earth with Merno shown unleashing a gigantic energy blast down on the Earth itself, Goku and the others were left speechless as Goku came face to face with Merno's attack by responding, what power! We can't stop that. We can't let this happen. We just can't. With Beerus responding, there is no time to be planning a counterattack, Goku. Snap out of it right now. Damn it, Saiyan. We have to go right now, Beerus shouts. Vegeta, you know instant transmission, don't you? Grab whoever you can and let's get out of here right now. Do you hear me, Goku? Now! With everyone, including Vegeta, then shown scrambling, that's when Vegeta went on to respond, damn it, Kakarot, we can't do anything about that. It'll kill us all if we don't move. So let's go. But we can't just leave the others, Vegeta, says Goku. We have to do something to help them. They need us. We can't just let them die. With both Golden Majin Buu and Android 35 grabbing onto Vegeta with Vegeta responding, pull yourself together, Kakarot. It's either them or all of us. They could be wished back by the Dragon Balls. Now hurry.
That is true.
We only have seconds remaining. Follow my energy and meet us at the Supreme Kai's planet now. And as soon as Primal Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta was able to get Golden Majin Buu and Android 35 off of the planet, the only ones remaining at that point were Beerus, Whis, and Goku as Beerus went on to shout, do you have a death wish, Saiyan? There is nothing any of us could do to avoid this planet's destruction. Now follow Vegeta's energy signature and get us the hell off of this planet before we die on it. Now, Goku! It's either you kill us all by waiting around here to die, or we live to fight another battle elsewhere. Now snap back into it and let's move, mortal, right now! But our families, Lord Beerus, our friends, we need them just as much as they need us. But that's when Whis went on to quickly interrupt Goku by placing his arm on Goku's shoulder by telling him, Goku, listen to me. If we don't leave right now during this moment, then all of this would have been for nothing. Their deaths would be for nothing. I understand how much this may hurt you, but we have no other choice right now.
Gohan and Broly, man.
Long enough until the Grand Priest is dispatched by the Omni Kings, Goku.
Piccolo, man.
Shot we have.
You can't kill little Dende. Who killing Dende? You a sick nigga. You killed Dende.
To hold off a bit longer, and we can't waste any more time. With Beerus then shouting, now let's go! The blast is about to connect! To where as soon as then Goku had managed to collect himself and placing his fingers on his forehead, that's when Goku went on to respond, I'm shaking. What a mess. I'm sorry, everyone. I promise that I will do whatever it takes to bring you all back and put an end to this nightmare once and for all. I swear I will. We won't let him win. I promise we will find a way. I'm sorry, Goku says. As it was only then during that moment where Merno's blast was then shown finally making contact with the Earth with such incredible intensity that the explosion itself can be seen all the way from deep in outer space, because as everyone had finally then gone on in landing on the Supreme Kai's homeworld, the Supreme Kai then went on to ask, Elder Kai, do you feel that? They've come. Which means, the Elder Kai says, everything has been destroyed by Merno. Oh dear, I don't sense the others, the Supreme Kai says. Gohan, Broly, Piccolo, they're gone, young Kai, says the Elder. Merno took them from this world. What a horrible situation. I can't believe that maniac actually went through with it and nearly killed us all because he wasn't getting what he wanted from the Omni Kings and the Grand Priest. Don't you ever hesitate like that again. Do you hear me, Goku? My lord, Whis says, I'm afraid it just wasn't the planet that Merno had destroyed. The sheer force of that attack had also resulted in the total destruction of the entire galaxy as well, along with every life form and planets that resided within it. And he did it because he knew he could, with Beerus responding, that coward won't stop there. He'll continue to destroy everything in his path until there is nothing left. And he won't stop until they arrive, which is exactly what he wants. As even with Vegeta looking up in the sky and noticing this massive explosion, that's when Vegeta went on to comment, he did it. That bastard did it. Bulma, Trunks, Bulla, I couldn't keep my promise. He obliterated all of them without batting an eye. As even Goku was shown collapsing on down and punching the ground by having to say to himself, damn him, how could I let this happen? Chi-Chi, Goten, Gohan, Dende and Mr. Popo, Broly, Piccolo, what a monster. He's unbeatable. We tried everything and it didn't even faze him. Do you think he's still out there somewhere, Android 35 asks? If he was willing to go that far, then what's stopping him from destroying everything altogether? As even Golden Majin Buu was left speechless, as Golden Majin Buu responded, I don't sense his presence anywhere either. Merno is more than likely still alive, I'm afraid, Whis says. An attack of that magnitude wouldn't be enough to destroy him. As Vegeta is shown then approaching Goku, Vegeta had gone on and grabbing Goku by the collar and shaking him by responding, hey, get up! This is no time to mourn. You of all people should know by now. So get your head back into the fight and snap out of it. If we give in to him right now, then all of our efforts would be for nothing. So do you want to kill this bastard or not? He won't stop and you know he won't. So shake it off. As Goku responds, but what more can we do against someone like that, Vegeta? He just keeps coming no matter what we throw at him. And what's even worse is that he's toying with us. Have you lost your mind, Kakarot?
Damn.
Vegeta then shown
I never thought I'd see the day.
And continues, did
Goku
he
like
hit
this.
You a little too hard across the head out there? Pull yourself together. We haven't tried everything just yet, Vegeta says. We still have a lot more fight left. And besides,
Gohan,
you wouldn't have happened to forget about those Potaras Whis gave us, did you? We still have fusion, Vegeta says. Ugh, the Potaras, Goku says. Yes, I still have them right here. Then you know what needs to be done, says Vegeta. You know how much I hate joining bodies with you, but if it's the best chance we have of beating him, then we have no choice. Yeah, you're right, Goku says. Whis did mention how he infused his magic in them so they won't separate us early, too. It's worth giving a shot then, but it was only then during that moment where out of nowhere, a very familiar voice went on to catch everyone's attention there by asking, running now, are we? It took you worms long enough to get here. I was already here before your precious planet was blown to pieces. How the hell was he already here before?
We found out he was just chilling there, just eavesdropping. That nigga,
I wasn't going to track you down this quickly. You could run to whichever corner of this universe you desire. It will not hide you from me. And as expected, still no Omni Kings or Grand Priest. Your blood will be on their hands. I will purge this universe until there is absolutely nothing left. So I see some of your friends were unable to make it back here with you. Well then, let's continue to thin the herd even more, Merno says. This is where the rest of you will die. And as soon as Merno had then once again gone on to lift his arm up, he then continues, I will eliminate all of you if it's the last thing I do. Try and stop this if you could, as Vegeta went on to shout, no! Damn it, not again! He's lost his mind, the Elder Kai shouts. Hey, get us out of here, young Kai, we've got to leave! As Merno was then shown creating yet another gigantic energy ball up above his head, without even wasting a single second, that's when Merno went on to tell them, if those traitors willingly choose not to come to me, then I will destroy everything they hold near to them until I am the only thing left for them to see. He's going to do it again, Goku! Get ready! We'll need to get out of here the moment he goes for it. Why don't you leave these planets out of this and focus on fighting us instead, Goku asks. You won't get away with this and you know it, with Merno responding, I will crush you insects one way or another if it's the last thing I do. You could try and run away if you want, but all you'll be doing is extending your death sentence. But it was only then during that moment where Merno went on to sense a very unusual energy as Merno went on to respond, wait a minute, this energy. Why does this energy feel so familiar? As to the surprise and shock of everybody out of nowhere, Universe 11's mightiest warrior, Jiren, had appeared to swoop in quick enough and punching Merno in the face by shouting, I'm not finished with you! It's you again! Jiren, Merno says, but it wasn't just Jiren that ended up arriving, because on the other side with him, we then get to see how Super Saiyan 3 Kefla was also there waiting, with Kefla then shown having to smile by crossing her arms and asking, so, this is the original Merno, huh?
Shit.
Gotta say, you're a lot meaner looking than your stupid clones, but did you really think we'd forget about you? We've been doing our part in Universe 6 as well, so you're in for a hurting for the stunt you've pulled on us with your clones before. But to Merno's surprise, he then went on to overhear two more familiar voices as those voices went on to address Merno by asking,
you have 3 angels on them too.
Us either now, did you, brother? As out of nowhere, both Margarita and Vados went on to simultaneously kick Merno in the chest by asking, surprised to see us, Merno? We won't let you have your way with the multiverse so as long as we're here to stop you. As with Merno's body then shown flying away and stopping Merno from launching the attack down onto the planet, both Jiren and Kefla went on to finally regroup with Goku and Vegeta as Goku went on to comment, whoa, Jiren, but where did you just come from? Thanks for helping us. We needed that. So we meet again, Son Goku. You don't look so good. We have some unfinished business with this angel just as much as you. It's time we put an end to him for good. Hey there, Universe 7, Kefla says. That form of yours. You look crazy strong, Vegeta. Almost as strong as us. With Vegeta responding, ha, well, Super Saiyan 3, huh? Well done, Kefla, but I wouldn't claim to be stronger just yet. Welcome to the battlefield. Vados, Margarita, we says, you came. You knew. You didn't think we'd leave you to fight Merno alone out there alongside your Universe 7.
Take y'all niggas long enough. My nigga go on, Piccolo, Chi-Chi, Goten, Trump,
given us the order to go all out for
Bulla,
a reason, didn't he? And if we're all going to fall, then at least we will fall together trying. Let's leave it all out there, you
Mr. Satan
says. We know how dangerous Merno is. It's better to die trying than to let him get away with destroying our universes. It's all or nothing. As with Jiren also shown turning his head and acknowledging Beerus, that's when Jiren went on to comment, this power. So, God of Destruction, you have also mastered the power of Ultra Instinct as Goku did. Well done, with Beerus responding, he's coming, mortal. Use everything you have against him. We can't risk losing everything on even the smallest of mistakes. As with Merno shown returning onto the battlefield, visibly annoyed by holding onto his chest, to Merno's surprise, that's when he went on to comment, my pathetic sisters. So, the cattle has gathered to die now, did they? In which as we then get to see how Vados is standing alongside Whis, Margarita, Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku, Jiren, full-powered Super Saiyan 3 Kefla, Mastered Ultra Instinct Beerus, Golden Majin Buu, Primal Super Saiyan Blue Evolution Vegeta, and Android 35, that's when Merno went on to address them by commenting, well, look at all of these familiar faces. So, your universes stand in unity against me now, does it? So I see. You are all that stand between me and my prize. The prize of collecting the heads of the Omni Kings and Grand Minister. Then it shall be, Merno says. I am going to rip you all apart piece by piece until they are forced to save you. Draw as many of them as you want. In the end, you will all be killed. Mortals, gods, angels. Show me what your unity is made of.
Shit. That nigga Merno just taking out Earth like that and a few planets with that. I think he took out down there Universe 7. Damn. They on the Kai world. Jiren pulled up with that motherfucker. Got Kefla up in that bitch. 3 angels, so we gonna see how he do against 3 angels and a bunch of fucking super powered god level characters. And let's see, man. I can't wait till the next few chapters, man. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.